Hi friends, it's Maria. I wanted to show you two new journals I made. They're paper bag journals like my last set, and they're each going to come with sari silk that detaches. So I'll show you that as I put them back closed. I'm going to start with the blue one. These are made with, I would say, 98 to 99% just Amity Bloom digitals. In the pocket in the front, I just put two little die cut flowers and an embossed tag. The die cut flowers are not attached, so you could use them somewhere in your journal. It has a little Amity Bloom saying on there. And again, like last time, I did some slow stitching on the spine, which I really enjoy. And I don't know how I'm going to stop doing that for my journals in the future. Ooh, this just opened up. So let me show you these. These are 5 signatures. It's made of paper bags, so it's soft cover, and there's a lot of nice spread on the signatures. So there's lots of room for expansion for you to add things in them. So this one is mostly blue and white. So let's go through. I used a lot of her kits, so I'm not going to list them all, but this is a little pocket that I made. It has 3 little journal cards, and this is just my little business card that I always put in my journals, or I'm trying to get better at remembering to put in my journals. And those just tuck in there. And there's digital paper. This is some of the paper bag leftovers. And this has 2 little digitals. Amity Bloom has the most beautiful digitals. I just really love her journals. These are, that's a little pocket with 2 little labels you could use and one of her little journal cards. And this is a little paper bag. I'm going to be selling these paper bags on my Etsy shop, so keep your eye out for that. Inside, I just put a journal card from one of the kits that she had. And this opens up. Got some tea-stained lined paper. I stenciled a lot of the pages, so I'll show you that on each one. This is from an old flower book. This is a old music sheet from the 1800s, so there's washi to reinforce it. This is a little pocket with 2 little tickets. It has a little sayings quote, and it opens up for some journaling space in here. Little flip out. There's the book page. There's that little stenciling, which came out so beautiful. This one also flips out for some journaling space. This is the paper bag on the other side, and there's a little pocket with 2 little journal cards. A lot of the journal cards, like this one, I just took her pages and cut them up, made my own little journal cards out of them. And in the pocket are 2 beautiful Amity Bloom tags. This is one of her messages. And there's some stenciling. I hope you could see that. A doily. This is another little flip out with a little embossed pocket. There's some embossed paper, and this is just a little scrap piece that folds up that you could write on. Little tea-stained paper. Has a little flower on there for some secret journaling. There's a little side tuck with some pretty little fabric that I made a ruffle. That's the old book page. And that's the center. And there's that stenciling again. This is the book page. There's a little belly band here on a piece of the paper bag. And there's a little pocket I made. It has 3 little journaling cards in it. And it flips out, and there's room for journaling or a photo with 2 little tags. And there's some quote cards of Amity blooms that are in here for you to use. And there's some more beautiful stenciling. These are from her vintage linen papers. This is from her paper bag kit. And it has one of her little poems in there. And I just tucked it in. I didn't seal it up because I thought you could use it for journaling space. And just close it up for some secret journaling space. There's more stenciling here. This is a little fold out. And on this side, it becomes a tuck. Little grid paper. This is some of her journal paper. This is another little flip out with a tag. And there's 3 little tags in the pocket. Another little side tuck with a ruffle. And here's another little flip out. And in this one, there's also like a bunch of like little labels from Amity Bloom that you could use in your journal. There's the paper bag. So pretty. This is a doily that I put tracing paper over, and I stitched it, and it has a little Velcro closure, and there's a bunch of little things in here. There's a journal card, and there's this little envelope that has even more labels from my stash, and little fussy cut flower, all kinds of little labels and stuff for your journaling. Just some fun little things for you to use in your journal. And the Velcro's shut, and that just tucks right there. This is some handmade paper that I purchased. Could put a photo on it or something. A little side tuck with 2 beautiful journal cards. More stenciling. So this is 2 envelopes, and I covered them with papers, and they have some journaling space in there. And on this side also, there's 2 little journal cards. I love that blue stenciling. It looks so pretty. And just, her papers are just so beautiful. I love the color tones. She's just so good with her digital art. And there's a pretty little quote there. This is a little flip out on a big page pocket with a big journal card in there. And on this side, there's a little tuck there and a large journaling card in here. And here's another flip out, and this one I just stenciled on so that you could do some secret journaling. Close it back up. And this has 2 little journal cards in a little floral tuck. Oh, and this one also has a large journaling card in there. that in here. And this is the last signature, doily. And then the back has 3 little journal spots, some lace, and some little labels. And I put, this one's just a little cut off with a little tag and a little piece of rosebuds on there. So pretty. Love that. And then the back. And on the back you can still see a lot of the spine. So pretty. Love it. So fun. And that one comes with blue sari to tie that up. And this is the pink one. And it again has the handmade paper with 2 little die cuts that you could use in your journal. And the spine has slow stitching on it. Hope you could see those yellow flowers. They came out so cute. And let's open this one up. It has a bunch of stuff in the front cover. This is a little frame you could use somewhere. A little journal card. And this is one of her poems from Garden of Grace. And this is my little business card. And I did a lot of embellishing on this. There's some embossed paper there and some washi. Lined paper. This one I did some pink stenciling. This is a little tag with some journal space. You could see it's part of the paper bag that was left over from the cover. A little tuck here with some lace trim. And this is 2 belly bands with journal cards in them. And on the back is another little tuck with 2 journal spots. Mind frame. Okay, so that is the first signature. This is the second. Love that stenciling. This is an old book page, little side tuck, and this one has one of her big linen cards for a journal card. It's a full page pocket. And I'm at a bad angle to put that back in, but let's give it a go. There we go. Okay. And then there's some grid paper, some more stenciling. And here's a little flip out with 2 little journal cards, spot for writing, and another little pocket here. This is a large journal spot with magazine page that you could write on in the back. It's tucked in here. There's some embossed paper you could use somewhere in your journal, and a little journaling card in this tuck. Stenciled paper. And there's fabric on both of them to reinforce the spine on the inside, because I did sew in the signatures. This is a little flip out with 2 little tickets in there, and this has a journal card in the top. There's a large journal card that's stitched around. That's the center of your signature. Here's a little coin envelope, and it's got a whole bunch of like little labels and fussy cuts and all kinds of little goodies. I'm not going to take them all out because it's hard to get them back in. that tucks in right there with a little paper clip. Some old book page, some lined tea-dyed paper. This has some vintage lace from an antique shop that I went to, and I just made a little pocket out of it. It has 2 little journal cards there, little sorry bow, little 2 little journal cards on some handmade paper. Here's another envelope, and this one has a couple little journal spots in there. This is the paper bag, and again, I sell these on my shop. I still have to post them, but I made the listing for it. 2 little journal cards, and this has a little dangle with some sorry ribbon and a little antique button. I went to the antique shop and got this jar. They had a jar, and it's all white buttons, or, you know, ivory buttons. So I used them a lot in my journaling. That was fun. And then up here is another little journal spot in the bag. That's the center. There's 2 little journaling spots. And up here is a big, oh, this one's cute. This one I had some fun with, this journal card. I'm in such an awkward spot here, but why is this caught? There we go. So I made a little Velcro flip out with a little tuck with pocket. Velcro's back, and then there's lots of space for journaling on that. And these are 2 tiny little tickets in this little pocket. There's some more stenciling. There's that handmade paper. There's a paper bag. This is a little flip out. It has 2 little journal cards. And then there's also a big pocket here. And I don't know, did I put anything in this one? This one might be empty. Yeah, that one's empty. But it has this little tiny envelope. And I used like those photo holders. I saw her do that. And look how cute she made these tiny little postcards that go inside. And that just tucks right back in. I just thought that was sweet. A little spot to put my envelope. And here are 2 envelopes that have journaling space inside, 2 airmail envelopes. And here's a belly band with that vintage lace again, with 2 little journaling spots. And I used a little gingham ribbon there. And on top is a large journal card with a big piece of lace that I cut off a doily that I have, cotton doily. Here's a little tuck, and there's a little tag in there. And this is from her love letters. It's a little pocket. And there's space behind for a tuck. And then there are 3 little journal spots there that go in the envelope. And that's the back. And you could see all the hand-stitched embellishments on that. And this one also has 5 signatures, lots of room to expand. And the sari silk is separate. But what I do is I just Put it on top, wrap it around, and then just tie a bow. So I am going to take some pictures and put these up on my shop. And I really hope you loved them. And have a great day. We'll see you soon. Bye.